Crimson Desert, Crimson that. Crimson Desert just went hands-on with the game, and we're gonna take a gameplay look from Crazy Gaming. I think this guy is an amazing reviewer. Like, I watch all his videos, he's really insane, and I want to take some time and watch this video and analyze what Crimson Desert is all about, and if the hype is worth it, or if we should be doubtful of what is actually being shown.
Broad daylight, had a massive region-wide bounty on my head, and wiped out a whole enemy outpost with my dragon Game of Thrones Season 8 style. I recently got to play 5 hours of both the early and the late game of Crimson Desert, and I've got lots more gameplay details to share with you guys. I'm also happy to say
that is cool.
Reached out to sponsor today's
I think the
video,
way that
so totally
you
check
can
the game out
interact
using my
with the environment with this game is gonna be really cool, because I've seen a lot of video like kind of showing how interactive the world really is, and how everything in the world is based on physics, and that is quite intriguing. It's kind of reminding me of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and at the same time Witcher, and a little bit of Red Dead. That is my opinion of this game right now. I don't know if the writing for the game is gonna be good, but I think maybe it's not gonna be great. It's gonna be, maybe the story is gonna be 7 out of 10, but the interactivity and the whole world itself, I think maybe it will be a 9. So let's just see what he's talking
to
about.
show the devs some love, and it also helps the channel out. First, let's start with the level of detail and interactivity. There are many treasures and containers you'll find through the world, and first person gives you a more detailed view of them.
Well, you can
Many
even
items
go
can be
first
inspected
person
from
with
the
this
first
game.
person perspective,
Like,
and reveal
I'm still
secrets hidden
starting
within.
to wonder, what
in fact,
do they
mouse and
not
keyboard
have in
offers
this?
an even more refined zoom in, zoom out function compared to the 4 camera distances
you can
provided by the
steal.
controller.
Did he
If you
steal
shine a
or do
lantern in
something to
somebody's
it?
face, they will react by covering their eyes to avoid their corneas literally getting burned by the scorching light. But your
Whoa.
lantern will serve
Whoa.
many other functions too.
What?
For example, when inside dungeons or caverns, you can hold it out to reveal any tripwires laid ahead.
Okay.
You definitely don't want to get caught on the wrong end of a perfectly sharpened saw trap. But it's also useful at revealing puzzle hints.
Yeah, I saw one of these from Joe Raptor, and he's saying there's gonna be a lot of puzzles in the game. Apparently this puzzle was kind of hard, and there was a bug like that was kind of preventing you from hitting this at the bottom. So it was, I don't know, there's gonna be maybe a lot of bugs in the game, but thinking that they are maybe a former MMO developers, they are gonna be really hard, and they are gonna be really easy with this and fix it, I think.
comes in handy since there are lots of them.
And some of the quests in this game, the puzzles in this game, they are not hand-holdy. They sometimes don't even teach you anything at all. You just have to go and figure everything out. And sometimes I think it could be good, sometimes too I think it could be bad. Imagine being stuck on a game because of a puzzle for an hour. Like, there's literally YouTube, but when I'm kind of playing a game, speaking for myself, when I'm kind of playing games, I just want to experience everything for myself, not looking up on YouTube and shit like that. So I think maybe they should give us maybe a little bit of clue to kind of figure some things out, because if you can't do that, I don't think many people will fall in love with the puzzles of the game. But then again, Luke, the YouTuber Luke Stevens, he was also talking about something a little bit different, that he kind of liked those aspects of it, puzzles about you solving and not someone teaching you how to basically play it. So I think there will be players that will love it, and there will also be players that kind of hate it
out there. The lantern also has an always on mode in case you want to have it at your waist but still illuminate your surroundings.
Okay.
Now, towns, cities, and human settlements are brimming with NPCs going about their daily lives, some more lawful than others.
But one thing that I'm kind of concerned about this is, there like is this a lived-in world? Because I can see all these people standing around. I don't know if they are doing something. I don't know if the NPCs have a day and night cycle that will kind of make the game feel more immersive. Because I kind of remember in the night time there were still children on the street. That I think that is not how it is. But one thing I love about the NPCs is that they are reactive, and they feel stationary at the same time. Alive. I don't know how to explain it, but it seems like the NPCs are always doing something, but they are not alive. Yeah.
I was zoning out for a split second when a random thief bumped into
me. Whoa. The thief just stole something from him. I don't know what
during one of my first visits to Hernan.
What?
And it took me a split second to realize I had in fact been
Why
made.
is it
I
slow?
couldn't simply let that
Yeah,
slide.
I think they should make the chief a little bit faster to kind of make it a little bit more fun to chase that person. But if the person just steals from you and he's walking around this slow, that is, I don't know.
Chased the perp down the
But
street
that's
and
funny.
showed him who's boss.
Whoa.
But I was shocked to realize I can have him arrested as well. After a few
Ooh.
carefully applied face massages meant to calm him down, I tied the perp
Face
off neatly
massages.
and brought him all the way to the local sheriff, who was beyond delighted as the town seems to have gone through a sudden theft spree, so he rewarded me for my troubles. There is in
Okay.
fact a whole gameplay loop around this involving
Bounty
bounties.
quest.
There are lots of bounties in towns and on the side of the road that you can
Ooh.
accept to earn a living
That's
by
a very
capturing all
inclusive
kinds
drawing.
of scum, some more challenging than others. Should you successfully bring them in alive, let you
Is
collect
this also
said
another
bounties to earn extra coin and regional reputation.
I don't know.
Let's also talk about collisions and the physics engine. In Crimson
Whoa,
Desert, you can
this is
grab
what I'm
people
talking about. This is what I'm talking about. The physics in this game, I think, is gonna be crazy.
and objects to throw them however you see fit, which is useful because collisions in this game are very strong. Enemies can bump and bounce off each other or other surfaces, and much of the environment is completely destructible. I was shocked to see how many of the structures around bandit camps can be blown to pieces and how many structures can be made
Whoa.
to collapse. In fact, you can
Well,
create a
that's
whole
some
build
powerful attack.
centered around the idea of grappling and body slamming,
So
which
there
funny
is
enough is also one
great
of the
sword in
strongest,
this game.
especially
Wow.
against most regular-sized foes. It also seems that the militia in this game really cares about upholding human rights, as my
And one thing that I want to talk about, I want to talk about the multiple characters that you can play in this game. Apparently, it's sort of like GTA style. You can swap to them, then the game will zoom out and just switch to them, and you can see what they were doing before, like you switch to them. You can also call them. Like there's something that I think is quite unique. You can also call them to your side, and they will participate in the world with you. Like engage in quest. When you are fighting, they will also fight with you. Like I think that is really kind of cool. I don't know. Like I don't know. It sounds cool to my ears.
improper handling of one of the bandits was promptly seen as a gross miscarriage of justice by the local force. In other words, the moment I threw him in his jail cell, everybody reacted and I immediately got into trouble with the
Oh, so if you commit crime in the world, they actually chase you.
whole
That is
force
interesting.
in that town. Which brings us to the wanted system, so here are even more details about it. There are many
What?
crimes that can trigger an alert, from simple
Okay.
vandalism to theft, all the way to more serious stuff. Guards won't just
I don't know. I kind of hate the red light that they are doing when you do something, but I don't like the red light. I think they should just remove the red light and just show that you are wanted or spotted by someone, something like that.
attack you, they will also try to capture you by any means
Ooh.
necessary, by
What?
essentially pinning you down, which you can
Okay,
counter if you're
okay.
quick enough with your button pressing. Stronger guards will eventually
Contributes XP. So do you actually get subtracted? I think if this is red, it means subtract, right? Like, do you actually level up with these kind of things? Like, if the level is high enough, you get some things from the faction or something like that. I don't know.
also join the fight if you keep ranking up that bounty by eliminating more of their forces. And while we weren't able to record our endgame playthrough, in that session I had other more powerful units joining in the fight, especially powerful knights and eventually even giants who carried the local uniform. They were significantly stronger than anybody else and their hits definitely carried the punch, but they were definitely defeatable. If guards do manage to capture or eliminate you, you will respawn at the local jail where the bounty you raked up will be subtracted from your coins.
What? That is a lot. I thought maybe it's gonna be some $20 or 20. What the fuck is going?
And it seems it's
That is
totally
a lot.
possible for your balance to turn negative.
Okay, so the more bad things that you do, I think the more your bounty increases. So they will subtract that amount from the current money that you have. I wonder what will happen if you don't have like any money at all. Like if you don't have any money, what are they going to do? Are you going to serve more jail time or something? Like I'm kind of wondering what that would be like.
As the bounty in this footage greatly exceeded everything I had earned up until that point. Besides that, reputation also goes down severely and can even drop into negative levels, which you may want to be careful about. But it seems
What? Okay, so that was what I was literally talking about.
Totally possible to play as a very unlawful type of character, and it actually gets expanded upon quite a lot because there's another feature around the wanted system, and that is pretty much being able to turn into a bandit. So you're going to be able to find some of these bandit masks either by defeating other bandits or maybe even other means, and if you have it equipped and then applied to your character's face, this then allows you to commit theft and other petty crimes such as hijacking horse carriages. Now, a detail I found really cool was the fact that hitting enemies in Crimson Desert can make them physically drop parts of their armor on the ground. Like in this scene right here, one of the bandits had its clothes.
What? What the? What the hell? Then why is he wearing his clothes? Man, what is this? That is kind of funny. What is going?
Physically removed and then dropped on the ground below that I could then later retrieve with the loot function. And that wasn't even the only occurrence. I've seen many moments when an enemy was left with even less, like fully dropping the upper body layer of armor that I could then later retrieve. Speaking of losing one's clothes, you can pass time in this game by resting in any bed or at
Anything to note, I think they said nighttime in this game is really seriously dark and beautiful. I kind of want to experience them for myself, but they are equating it to Dragon's Dogma 2. If you play that game, nighttime in Dragon's Dogma 2 is hella dark, and I think this game is gonna be like that too.
any cooking pots, possibly other ways as well. I was able to storm into many people's houses to borrow their beds for 3 up to 12 hours, and they didn't seem to mind either. But the same can be done at any camp when interacting with a cooking pot. You can either choose the function to cook your meal, but also to wait there for the same amount of time, which is very helpful, especially if you enjoy playing during very sunny days. Cooking is also extremely valuable in Crimson Desert. Many recipes can be crafted with their own recipe, which you will find out into the open world by scouring kitchens or by purchasing from various vendors. But there's also...
Okay, I will stop the video here. I don't want to, kind of watch the full thing. I want you guys to go ahead and just watch Crazy Gaming. I think he's a very good reviewer. Like, the guy has 624k. What do I have? Nothing, right? So I think you guys should just go and check it out. Like, check the full video out. I think he is a really amazing reviewer. Subscribe to the channel, like his channel, do the same to mine too, and hopefully I'll see you on the next video. In the next video, I'm planning to kind of break everything into section, and for everything that I've learned about the game, I have to wanna break it into sections and just post it out to you guys.